Welcome, Knicks Nation. As I said earlier, my internet was out until maybe 45 minutes ago. We just got it back. In Xfinity took a minute to get to my house, but they finally did. And so we got it back. So now I wanted to follow up from yesterday and welcome to all. I wanted to follow up from yesterday. What's up, Michael Served? I wanted to follow up from yesterday. And now that free agency is fully underway, what I was saying yesterday, which is pretty much at this point how it's playing out, the Knicks' biggest free agents. And good evening, Kaku. Good evening, Walter Blackman, John Pettit, Malik Shabazz, Michael Served. Is that Michael Served? Yes, Michael Served. Welcome, Curious Kev. I hope everybody's doing well. This is a Monday evening. And again, the free agency has just started. Mr. FC 1967, Mr. Kennard, Jim Adino, J2 the Music, J2 the B Music, sorry. Michael Dollar, James Dobson, G Bostino, W33518, Stephen Kelly, my brother, shalom to you, 1595. Cool Kyle G, welcome to you. Again, John Pettit. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so much for the Knicks trading for JAREN Jackson Jr. You remember that? I think that was less than 2 weeks ago, correct? Knicks were supposed to be trading for JAREN Jackson Jr., if I remember correctly. Now you understand why I call it clickbait season. And I tell you, you can safely ignore most of the clickbait. You can ignore it because it's clickbait season. Johnny Davis, Emilio, coaching. Now, I don't know. Do you guys, I heard it looks like Ian Begley is saying that he'd be surprised if Taylor Jenkins got a second interview. Now, it's not Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown. It's just Mike Brown. Did you hear me? So it's not Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown, from what I'm understanding, getting a second interview. It's just Mike Brown. Yeah, it's just Mike Brown. Everybody's tripping about Giannis. No, he's not coming here. We can stop that too. It's ridiculous. And the thing is that it's these people that you all respect, that have these big platforms that you trust, that come out with this crap. Like Windbag. Windbag comes out with this, and everybody starts thinking it's legit because it's some fat white man with a big platform. That doesn't mean he knows what he's talking about. That doesn't mean he's not trying to get clicks. Okay. So it is what it is. And then I don't know if you all know, but it looks like Jordan Clarkson is coming to the Knicks. If they can come together on a price. From what, again, Ian Begley reported that the Knicks are the top of Jordan Clarkson's list, and he just got a buyout. So, Clarkson, it was more than mutual interest. What I'm looking at here on X with Ian Begley, it said, I'm going to read what it says. It says the Knicks are at the top of Jordan Clarkson's list once he clears waivers, the league source said. Knicks currently see Clarkson as top priority signing. So New York has $5 million taxpayer exception and veterans minimum. Now, the thing is, what makes this possible is that Clarkson got a buyout. Do y'all understand what it means to get a buyout? So Clarkson, when you're talking about, okay, so he had a contract and he probably was expiring, right? And so he agreed to take less money and get bought out of his contract with Utah. Now, how much less? I don't know how much they paid him, but they usually pay a lump sum of money, and he was owed $14 million. He was owed $14 million. So let's say, generally the way it works is the guy wants to get what he was going to get. So in other words, if he was owed $14 million, he still wants $14 million, and he wants it between what Utah would pay him and what the Knicks would pay him. So the price of what the Knicks are going to pay him is the difference between what Utah paid him and what's left of the 14 million. Does that make sense? So if he was owed 14 million and Utah gave him 9, he's looking for 5 from the Knicks, which is probably, I think that's probably what you're dealing with. Okay. So, so we're going from, he's probably looking for that $5 million taxpayer exception. He's probably looking for that. Now, the Knicks are in I won't say a tough spot, but an interesting spot, a very interesting spot. So now, which I thought they were going to do, they renounced the $3.5 million to PJ Tucker. So now that's $11.5 million under the second apron. So they have $11.5 million plus they have the I think it's $5.7 million exception. So they have that. But that's what they're dealing with. Now, what do we have to deal with? Right now, the Knicks have, as we speak, they have 10 players under contract right now. They have 3 two-way players. It's Watson, Beauchamp, and McCullough. So they have 3 two-way players. We're not even dealing with them. They just drafted Diawara. I don't know what they're going to do with him, but I can tell you what, he's not going to get more than $2 million. He's going to be somewhere in $2 million if he gets a contract, okay? Then they still have to deal with Wright, Shamet, Payne, and Achua. I don't know who's keeping, who they dropping. I don't know what they're doing. But I tell you what, I think Shamet's going to become a priority because Shamet not only shoots the ball, but he plays defense. Jordan Clarkson can score. I would not consider him even, I would not consider him a high-level defender. Okay, so a couple things. I think you're all feeling it already. If they hire Mike Brown, you're going to get an offensive team. I'm not liking that. Offensive teams are exciting. They'll win a lot of games and they'll lose in the playoffs. And that's been Mike Brown's MO. That's been his MO in every team he coached. Okay, so that's what we're dealing with. I think the Jason Kidd thing is gone. That's gone. The Jason Kidd is off the table. Let's not dream that. My only, that's fantasy, but I got my own fantasy, Jason, for Carr. My fantasy is they decided to hire Taylor Jenkins and they just bring in Mike Brown in one more time to make sure. That's my fantasy, even though I know that that's also fantasy. They're going to bring in Mike Brown. Okay, he got a silver tongue. I'm gonna call him Silver Tongue Mike because he put on some game to get the Don to bite. Okay, so we're gonna see, but he's gonna, he runs a Golden State Warriors style offense. He does. He had the Kings at the top of the league offensively, but he never coaches defense. And one thing we need, especially with Karl Anthony Towns, we need defensive coaches. We need somebody that's going to devise a defense. No, Michael Server, that's not even a question. He's going to play 10 guys. So don't worry about it. If your concern is getting bench play, he's going to play benches. He's not going to play all your little rookie guys with your diaper guys that he wanted to play. He's not going to do that. But he's going to play 10 guys, okay? He's going to play 10 guys. He's not playing all your little diaper rookies that you want to play. He's not going to do that. But he's going to play 10 guys. I can guarantee you that there's going to be a 10, and I mean our 10 man, where everybody's getting 10, 15 minutes or more a game. He's going to do that, okay? I'm guarantee he's going to do that. So don't worry about that. He's going to play 10 guys. You may not like the 10 guys that he plays, but he's going to play 10 guys, okay? But as I said before, get your whining out the way now, okay? I ain't got no cheese for it. I don't like my Brown either, but if he's going to be the coach, support him. Stop whining. No, he's not a defensive coach, but this is what we got. Y'all got me? This is what we got. Stop whining. I ain't got no cheese. He's going to be the coach. Then he's going to be the coach, okay? Well, honestly, Jaden Vilford, I don't give Mike Brown credit for Cleveland being as good as they were when he was coach, even though he was the coach. Come on, LeBron was that guy. LeBron been coaching for a minute on every team he's on. LeBron been coaching on every team he's played on. Okay, so yeah. And if you look at his record, even with Cleveland, he was not. Just look at his defensive team's numbers. Nah. Okay, so we're not going to have a defensive coach. All we can hope for is that there's some assistant that they will use that can teach defense. That Mike Brown might allow a Tom Thibodeau type of assistant coach that will be in charge of the defense. That's all we can hope for at this point. This cat does not coach defense at a high level. He just doesn't. Okay, don't even kid yourself. Get ready. I'm just trying to get don't even kid yourself. He just doesn't do it. So that's not going to happen. But it is entirely possible. No, but today, Curious Kev, Begley said this. Begley said, I would be surprised if Taylor Jenkins got a second interview. That's what Begley said today. He said, I would be surprised if Taylor Jenkins got a second interview. Mike Brown is coming in for a second interview. Nobody else is coming in for a second interview. Just Mike Brown. And Begley said they should have this wrapped up by the end of the week. So let's put it all together. They're not bringing Taylor Jenkins in for a second interview. They're bringing Mike Brown in for a second interview. They want to have it wrapped up by the end of the week. Sounds like Mike Brown to me. What do you think, Curious Kev? It sounds like Mike Brown to me, right? I don't know, New York State of Mind. I don't know. I think this is what I see going to happen. I think you'll have less third rail fans under Mike Brown than you had under Tom Thibodeau. And I'll tell you why. Fans think that if you're scoring a lot of points, you can win the championship. Even though, we all agree defense wins championships, most fans don't focus on defense at all. They always focus on offense. So if somebody's offensively talented, they think they can be great no matter what. So they're going to be very happy to see the Knicks scoring 130 points a night. But they're going to whine about, somebody got to play some defense. And you should know from now, that's not going to happen unless they get an assistant that could be a defensive coordinator. Okay. That's what, And so if they could do that, then, something could happen for them. But we got to see. We still, we not done yet. So I'm telling you right now, I'm thinking it's a 90% chance they name Mike Brown as your next Knicks head coach. But I want to hear who else they bring on as assistant coaches. Okay. Now, you know what? When the Celtics had Doc Rivers, they wanted an assurance about defense. And that's why Doc Rivers brought Tom Thibodeau in. They wanted to have an assurance that there was going to be some defense play. I wouldn't be surprised if the Don does the same thing. Listen, Mike, we want some assurance of we just let go of a high-level defensive coach. What are you going to do for defense? Perhaps we could use blank and get the defense going. Right. Woodson. There could be a lot of guys. You could talk about Woodson. You could talk about Taylor Jenkins. You could talk about a lot of guys that could coach defense. Okay. So I want to wait and see. I'm going to take a wait and see approach as far as that's concerned. Okay. I'm going to see right. Or Nori. Thank you, Jason. It could be anybody like that. So I want to take a wait and see approach about that to see what's going on. So, but you know what? Nice. You might think so. And I might think so. Right. But you and I both know that don't matter. What do the Knicks brass think? That's all that matters. What does the Knicks brass think? And so if we can get a defensive assistant, I think we'll be all right. That's what I'm saying. Put it this way, I will feel a lot more confident if we can have a defensive assistant that the players respect, like they respected Tom Thibodeau in Boston when they won the whole thing. Clarkson is a tremendous bench scorer. He's an elite. I don't think I'm exaggerating if I say he's an elite bench scorer. He will come off the bench and score a lot of points. He ain't playing no damn defense, though. He ain't playing no damn defense. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay? He's an elite bench scorer. He'll come off the bench and get 20 off the bench. He really can. He can turn it on and get it. You remember how Michael Beasley did that in game 1? Clarkson can do the same thing. You see how Michael Beasley did that? Only thing, Beasley plays better defense than Clarkson. But Clarkson will come off the bench and do just what you saw Beasley did. He'll do that. Hitting threes with people in his face, score 20 and a quarter. He'll do stuff like that. Clarkson will do that. He just ain't playing. Don't look for no stops now. So what you want to have out there with him is some defense. Rick Brunson, I don't know if Rick Brunson coaches defense. I don't know. We're going to see. I mean, like I said, I'm taking a wait and see approach. Once they announce Brown, you really want to hear who's going to be the assistant coach. That's what you want to pay. If you're worried about defense like I am, you want to see who's the assistant coach. That's what you want to see. All right? Because if they name an assistant coach, you know, that you know and I know can coach some defense. And again, that guy, Nori, Jenkins himself, there's a couple of guys out there, you know, that could do it. But we'll have to see. Okay? No, Cole Anthony's worth more than the vet minimum, but there's not much money out there. This is one of them years where the players will say that they'll tell you this. You want to get that money quick. You don't want to wait till Wednesday or Thursday and still be looking for a team. You don't. So you want to go get that money quick. Okay. Whoever still has money. And a couple of teams do. Like Detroit. Detroit still has money, but they got Detroit right now is 50, almost 60 million under the first apron. So, but they still got Tim Hardaway Jr., Schroeder, possibly Beasley. They just signed Reed. They just signed Paul Reed, and they got Karis LeVert. I think they're planning on moving on from Beasley because nobody knows how bad this gambling situation is. Now, they did the same thing to Scary Terry, and he just got exonerated. So we don't know. I don't know. See, I'm looking at the numbers. This is a good question. New York State of Mind asked about Precious. I'm looking at the numbers. Okay. So this is what happens. Let's look at the numbers. All right. New York State of Mind asked the question. So New York State of Mind, I'm answering your question. Okay. Everybody listen now. The Knicks have $11.5 million under the second apron, and they got the mid-level exception for about $5 million, right? Everybody got that? So they got $11.5 million under the second apron. That's where they are right now. And they got a mid-level exception for $5 million and something. I think it's 5.7. Let me just double check that. Oh, let me ask Google. What's the mid-level exception for the NBA today? All right, it's 5.6. All right, so let's call it's 5.685. So let's call it 5.7 million. So they got a 5.7 million mid-level exception. They can only give somebody a 2-year contract with that. And they got $11.5 million under the second apron. Okay? Now, let's make some assumptions. New York State of Mind. Let's make some assumptions. Let's assume that either Clarkson or Precious gets the 5.7 million. Let's call it Clarkson for the sake of argument. Let's call it Clarkson. That means the Knicks are hard capped at the second apron. They're hard capped. If they give anybody that money, if they give anybody that $5.7 million, they're hard capped at the second apron. Okay. Hard cap second apron. So now that means they have exactly $11.5 million to deal with. Now, last year they paid, let me see, they paid DeLon Wright $2.3 million. They paid Landry Shamet $2.3 million. That was last year. And what else? They paid Cameron about $3 million, 3.3. They can do that again. Let's add that up. 2.3 and 2.3 is 4.6. Let's call Cameron Payne 3. That's 7.6. That leaves you 4.8. I think Precious is going to need 6. You see what I'm saying? I think Precious is going to need 6. So if you take 6 off the table, that leaves 5.5 for them 3 guys. I don't think they're keeping all 3 of those guys. Well, I don't know if Precious gone or is Cameron Payne gone. See what I'm saying? Nice. You got to let one of them walk. Is Precious gone or is Cameron Payne gone? That's what we got to decide. See? So if you keeping Precious, you got enough money to play him his $6 million, and you could still pay the other 2 guys 2 something for 2.5, call it, for this year. You could still pay them that, and you could still pay Jordan Clarkson his 5.7. You could still do that. Then or if Precious is gone, I think it's going to be Cameron. And you know why I think so? Look at the roster. Look at the roster. You got DeLon Wright, who's a proven guy as a backup off the bench. He proved himself last year. He don't have to prove himself no more. He's 33 years old veteran. You know what you're getting from him. He could fill in for Brunson. You got Deuce. You also got Shaman. So you got 3 guards. So you got 3 guards. Plus you got Kolek. They're not letting Kolek walk right now. He's too young. They're keeping him. So you got 4 guards. So you're telling me. And then you're going to have Jordan Clarkson, who's also a guard, right? He's a 2 guard. So you're not going to keep 6 guards. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Y'all understand that logic? You're not going to keep 6 guards. You're just not going to do it. So you got Brunson. You would have Clarkson. You would have Shamet. You would have Deuce. That's 4 right there. And then you got Wright. That's 5. And you got Kolek. That's 6. They're not going, I'm telling you, a guard's going to get dropped. I'm going to tell you right now, a guard is going to get dropped. Okay. So I don't think they're going to keep that many guards. Even if Kolek is not going to play a lot, which I'm going to tell you, I don't think he is. This defense, even for a guy like Mike Brown, I don't know. But you're still keeping him because that's the future right there. So you still keep him. Isn't J.B. Bickerstaff the coach of Detroit? J.B. Bickerstaff coaches Detroit, Russell ACI. Why would he be an assistant? He coaches Detroit. He's the head coach. They were just in the playoffs. J.B. Bickerstaff is not. Why are you mentioning him? I don't understand it. Why are you mentioning J.B. Bickerstaff? I'm confused. He's not available. Yeah. So anyway, if they bring in Jordan Clarkson, yeah, it could be Alexander Rivera. That could be. You could lose both Precious and Cameron Payne. Well, I like to deal with the world as it is, J2 the B. I don't like to deal with perfect world because we don't have that right now. I like to deal with reality. So in reality, like I believe it was just what I said. I think Jordan Clarkson is going to be a New York Knicks. I think he's going to get the 2 years, $5.7 million. I think you're going to have 4 guys, but you're going to have 3. 1 guy is going away. I think one of these 2-way players are going away. Okay, because you're going to have James Najee and you're going to have Muhammad Diawara. It's no guarantee they send it. I can understand what the dude that told me that said he's going back to Europe. I can understand it. I don't think so. I think that Diawara is going to develop with Daddy. And I think they're going to, and they both are friends and they're going to develop together and they're going to play a lot of G League. I think you keeping Diawara here and he's going to get reps here. I think that's the case. And if he develops more than we expect, he might even get some minutes because I think Daddy might get some minutes. Daddy is a candidate to get some minutes, man. It depends on what we see in the summer league. Oh, well, what do you think, Stephen Kelly? You think 2 shooters are too many? I mean, why are you asking that question? You think 2 shooters are too many, my brother? I think if I can get 2 sharp shooters coming off the bench, I think I'll take that. You see what I'm saying, Stephen Kelly? Plus, with Shannon playing lockdown D, hell yeah. Give me both of them. Bring Clarkson in too. That's all I'm saying. I'd like to have 2 sharpshooters coming off the bench. You hear what I'm saying? Give me 2 sharpshooters coming off the bench, baby. I'll take that. You know what I mean? And what I'm liking about the thing, though, is Jalen Brunson's probably playing 30 minutes a night. Now, that's going to be nice. Then you could have Deuce, Shaman, and Clarkson come. One thing for sure, that ball's going up. That ball's going up. That ball's going up, man. Shoot. That ball's going up. So, no. They're not moving Kolick. Kolick isn't, see, why would they move a kid that, I think he's older, but I want to give him a little bit more time. I think it's something. A lot of people rushing Kolick into the rotation and he's not ready. And then somebody ready to trade him. Let's just wait. He ain't got to play. He can play G League again. Just develop in G League. Let him get stronger. Let him build up a little bit. Get NBA toughness in the G League. And, I want to see what Kolick looks like next year, honestly. I think I want to see what he looks like next year. No, you keep Kolick. They didn't sign Kolick for 4 years or 3 years or whatever what they signed him for. They signed Kolick. They got him under contract 2 more years. So they signed him for 3 years guaranteed money. So you want to wait. And see what you got. You might have something there, but you don't know yet. That's what I'm saying. You want to wait. So you put Kolick in the G League and you play him with Diawara, with Daddier. You play them cats together, you see. Yeah. As I'm saying, just keep him, man. Just keep him, put him aside. You don't have to play him. Everybody's like, Kolick's got to. No, he doesn't. He can play in the G League. Just let him play in the G League. Let him get run with them. That's all I'm saying. Don't need to rush him, man. There's no need for that. We got a deep team. It's not necessary to play that cat right now. Let him, develop. And look, we don't even know. It could be that Kolick develops his defense enough to get some minutes. Okay? It could be that Kolick develops his defense. We got to see. We don't know. I'm waiting. That's what I'm saying. I'm waiting to see what the summer league looks like. Okay, I'm waiting to see what the summer league looks like. We'll see. No, Andre, you're thinking backwards. No, that's not going to happen. No, it's not. No, maybe you want Deuce on the trade block. Take your hate somewhere else, because this is Deuce Hive. So take your hate somewhere else. No, you're not going to have Clarkson come in and put it. Nah, man, this dude tripping, man. You must be tripping. Yeah. What's wrong with you? Coming here talking about Deuce on the trade block. Put you on the chopping block. What's wrong with you? Yeah. Anyway, so I'm glad Luke Kennard is signed. That way we can stop talking about him. Where is he playing? Atlanta. Okay, so Atlanta got Luke Kennard. Nothing. We just got started, man. We just got started. So Atlanta got Luke Kennard. They got what else they got? Who they got? They just traded for Kristaps Porzingis. He might play 40 games. Well, y'all heard, right, that they lost, what's his name? Went back to Houston. Your boy went back to Houston. What's his name? He went back to Houston, man. And yeah. Now, you know who, oh, he's the worst player ever. Are you kidding? Are you serious? You being serious, though? Joy Hickman, are you being serious? I need to know. I need to know if you're being serious. I do, because, that's like putting a loaded 44 to your head and acting like you playing around. I just want to, I don't know. Are you serious, or I'm not sure. Are you being serious? He's the worst player ever. I just want to know. I'm trying to be fair. I don't want to, I don't want to overreact. I'm trying to be fair. Joy Hickman, you put it in big letters too. That's not a good look. That's not good. That really is third rail territory. I think that's really third rail territory. Unfortunately, we do get trolls, guys that got one hand on their keyboard and the other hand on their Charles Dickens. We do have trolls, guys with one hand on their keyboard and the other hand on their Charles Dickens. So once in a while you get that. Once in a while. Okay. Andre Bryant, what is Daddier? He's 6'8", is he not? Is not Daddy a 6'8"? Isn't he? I thought he was. What about Marjon Beauchamp? Isn't he 6'7"? So what the hell are you talking about? I mean, seriously, what are you talking about? Yeah, so this guy said, well, we don't have a 6'6" guy. Oh, no, you know what? We don't even have a 7'3" guy. Maybe we got to pick one of them up. We don't even have a 6'4" and a 3/4 guy. We got to pick him up too. Oh, my God. Anyway. Yes, they're going to definitely be offensive focused. You're going to see them scoring about 130 points a night. You're going to definitely see that. They're going to be running and gunning. And they're going to be playing 10 guys. Problem is, they need to have some defense. I got to see how that's going to work, though. I got to see. You're going to see the Knicks play a lot like the Indiana Pacers. That's what you're going to see. You're going to see the Knicks play a lot like the Indiana Pacers. That's what you're going to see. Now, Indiana, though, they got Nembhard, they got Neesmith, they got roughneck defenders. The Knicks are going to need their roughneck defenders. Yeah. OG, going to need Deuce, going to need aerial hook party. You're going to need some guys, man, that's going to play some roughneck defense. Yeah, I know, Felicia Lee. You're right. I mean, everybody's on the trade block for some of these knuckleheads, man. Everybody's on the trade block, you know. Yeah, so. Yeah, they are. And Jordan Clarkson would be that piece that comes off the bench. Like I said, if you liked Malik Beasley, I mean, offensively, Malik Beasley is way ahead of Jordan Clarkson on defense. There's no comparison. Malik Beasley plays defense coming out of Lemon Hampton, Florida State crew. That boy plays him, as y'all saw. Y'all saw last year in the playoffs. Am I lying? Did not Malik Beasley play high-level defense in the playoffs last year? Yes, he did. And we already saw what he could do if you let him get hot. You already saw what he could do. So you're going to get the offensive side of that with Jordan Clarkson. You're going to get the offensive side of that. I think Mikal Bridges is going to thrive because he's not paying 40 minutes a night. It's, you know, when he comes down to 33 minutes a night, he's going to ball. He's going to ball. He's going to ball, man. He's going to ball. Yeah. Nah, he ain't no punk now. I ain't saying he's a punk, but I'm saying he ain't Neesmith on defense is what I'm saying, serial killer. He's not Neesmith. He's not, you know, he's not Malik Beasley. He's not Amen Thompson. That's what I'm saying. He's not these guys defensively. He's not going to put somebody in fear defensively. You know, he's not going to make a guy give up the ball in the backcourt. You know, that's not him. He will score 20 points in a quarter, though. He will do that. There's no doubt about that. And there's going to be games he wins for us by doing that, by going off in the fourth. Yeah, so greetings, Mr. William. Well, Andre Bryant, I don't want to guess about what the situation is. The situation has not, as far as I know, to my knowledge, brought out clearly what exactly they're looking at with respect to Mr. Beasley. I mean, like I said, Scary Terry just got exonerated. So let's wait and see what happens before we start deciding what's going to happen. I hope Malik is good. You know, I hope the brother goes on and continues to play basketball. You know. Was it? I don't. They said a player said it. They didn't say Bridges or Cat said that. New York State of Mind. They said the Knicks player. They were not specific as to which player. Now, if you want to look at the players that would be confused about their role, I think Precious was confused about his role, right? I could see that because he was not getting consistent minutes. I think Precious was confused. Yeah, it wasn't. They didn't name specific players that said that. I could see Precious definitely making an argument about not understanding his role at all. Yeah. So. You know, so we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. That's right. That's right. You know what? Rich M is right. You know what this is? You see a guy like Jordan Clarkson that makes the Knicks his top priority. That's what happens when you have a long-term winning organization. Players want to play for your team. Why? Because they want the chip. See, Jordan Clarkson's made his money. He ain't worried about money. Jordan Clarkson, if I look at his career numbers, I mean his career money, how much he's made, I bet you he made $100 million. Let me see. I bet you if I look at his career earnings, how much has he made in his career? Let me see. He had 4 years, 50 million, 4 years, 51 million. And this last deal was 2 years, 28 million. So he's made about $130 million. He's made 176 million in his career. He ain't worried about money. Jordan Clarkson ain't worried about money. He can go to the Philippines and have 5 wives, nobody complaining, have servants all over the place. He ain't gonna be worried about money. So now, what does a guy like Jordan Clarkson want? He wants the chip, right? So now it's time to get that chip. So when he comes out of his waivers, he can go almost any place he wants to go. He's 33 years old. He's still good enough to come off the bench and light it up. So he can go anywhere he wants, and he's picking the Knicks. He's picking the Knicks when they don't even have a coach yet. See? So that tells you where the Knicks are. That's my point here. That tells you where the Knicks are. Okay? He's picking the Knicks. I'm going to tell you right now, there's at least 5 teams that will sign Jordan Clarkson. Playoff team that will sign Jordan Clarkson. I'm going to tell you right now. Okay? But he's picking the Knicks. Okay? He's picking the Knicks. That's telling you something about your team, y'all. Okay? We come. I'd rather have both of them, Rich, and I'll be honest with you. If in this particular sense, it don't always work that way, but if I can get Shamet and Clarkson, let's do that. Let's do that. If I can get Shamet and Clarkson, please, let's do that. Nah, man, I don't know. See, this is the thing. Some people think they can just look at a box score and think they know the player. You don't. If you're talking about Clarkson's 3-point percentage, you don't know Clarkson. You just don't. He ain't no spot-up shooter. He's a scorer. He's not a spot-up shooter. Landry Shamet is a spot-up shooter. Clarkson's a scorer. That means he gets the ball in the hole, whether it's from the 3-point line, on a dunk, on a floater. Clarkson gets the ball in the hole. That's what I'm telling you. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Clarkson gets the ball in the hole. Motherfucker, Nick Richards, man. No, I don't want Nick Richards. Motherfucker, Nick Richards. I don't want Nick Richards. The hell with Nick Richards. Boom. Get out of here with him. If I can't have listen, we got Precious, we got Huporti, and we got now Najee. What the hell I want with a Nick Richards for? I'm good. We good, man. And we got Mitch Rob. The hell? Motherfucker, Nick Richards. Instead of Precious? What, you crazy? Is Nick Richards from Queens? The hell? Is Nick Richards a Mets fan? Yeah, man, please. You talking about Nick Richards. Motherfucker, Nick Richards. Shoot. Yeah. Well, let him go smoke some ganja. Get out of here. Shoot. Coconut. I don't want no Nick Richards. Shoot. Motherfucker, Nick Richards. Anyway, I'm good. I'm good with my boy Precious. I hope they bring him back. Yeah, Nick Clarkson got a 6-man under his belt. He got one under his belt. Man, I'm trying to tell you. Now, I don't like him defensively. I ain't fronting, but if we're going to go offense now, let's go offense. Now, I'm just trying to say, if we're going to go offense, let's do that thing then. Shoot, that's all I'm saying. But I just need, let's get somebody in there that could coach some defense That's all I'm saying. Give me somebody that could coach some defense. Okay? That's all. Shoot. But Jordan Clarkson could score. That boy know how to light it up. What's his career score? He's a 16-point career scorer, and he shoots 33% last year and 34% from 3 for his career. I'll take it. Which even really fortifies the fact that you want to keep Shamet. We don't need no more damn ball handlers, man. What's wrong with you, man? What you mean? We need no damn ball handlers. What, you ain't got enough with Brunson, Hart, Deuce? You ain't got enough? The hell? What y'all want? A whole all-star team of ball handlers? What we need? I need 3. Never mind. No. We don't need nothing. We good. Now, with respect to Al Horford, I don't know. You know, what y'all think the market is for him? I mean, is he going to take a vet min? That's all I'm saying. If he takes a vet min, then hell yeah, bring him on. But he going to take a vet min? I don't know. Yeah. We don't need no damn playmakers either. Josh Hart's a playmaker. Jalen Brunson's a playmaker. We got playmakers. You got dudes that make play. What you want? Tiny Archibald too? Shit. You got playmakers. You like that, Jabroni? I think Cleveland just messed themselves up badly, and I'm very happy about that. As a matter of fact, I'm very happy that Boston's getting their ass handed to them, and they have to give away all their players. I like to see that. Oh, Jason Vizcaria, Jason. I think you're right. If he can, but will he take the vet minimum? That's what I'm saying. You think he'll take the vet minimum to come to New York? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. Will he? Oh yeah. Oh, the Filipinos will be out if you get Jordan Clarkson up in this piece. They're gonna have a Filipina night. It's gonna be on and lit. Oh my gosh. No. So wait. They got Lonzo Ball and they let Karis LeVert go. Hold on. Hold on, fam. All right, fam. Let me ask you all a question, fam. In fact, let's do it. Let's do a poll there going it. Here we go. So last year, Cleveland lost LeVert and got DeAndre Hunter. Okay, so now who they trade? They traded Isaac Okoro, a defender. And they went and got Lonzo Creekney Ball. Lonzo Ball got his application in with Anthony Ambulance University. That's the Lonzo Ball. He got his application in with Anthony Ambulance University. Do y'all think they got better? So wait. And y'all already know Darius Garland is hurt. He's not going to be ready for training camp. Right? So they lose LeVert. They lose a defensive stopper in Okoro. And they get Anthony Ambulance Light in Lonzo Ball. Yeah, I think they took a step down. This is the thing. I think Cleveland is still going to be rough because I'm going to tell y'all, I've been saying this and y'all seeing it. Evan Mobley is that guy. So he, as good as he already is, and he's damn good, he's going to take another leap. I'm going to tell y'all right now, Mobley is going to take another leap this year. And because of that, they're going to be, very good again. Because Mobley is that dude. He's only 24 years old, man. It's freaking ridiculous. It's almost not fair. I mean, dang. So you're talking about Cleveland going to have Mobley, Mitchell, Garland when he gets back, DeAndre Hunter, Allen, Strus. They don't have Okoro no more, and they don't have, what's that boy's name from Virginia? They just lost him too, right? The boy from Virginia, you know who I'm talking about. He's the shooting guard. He came through for them last year, and they lost him, right? What's that boy's name? Y'all know who I'm talking about. Jerome, yeah, Ty Jerome. They lost Ty Jerome. They got Sam Merrill. I think, did they lose Merrill too? No, they didn't lose Merrill. Did they lose? No, they got Sam Merrill. They got him. They still got him. They lost Ty Jerome, though. Ty Jerome was not just a shooter, he was a playmaker as well. I don't know. Oh, you think so, Amari? I think he's got his app. Amari said he's already been accepted. Early acceptance, they get the early decision. I think Lonzo got the early decision. So he gonna get paid, and he's gonna probably play 50 games. And yeah, we'll see if he's ready for the playoffs or not. We'll find out. He's gonna get lots of time because Garland is still recovering, right? So Ty Jerome, I don't know about his defense. I don't think he's a bad defender because I don't recall him. See, to me, when I'm watching the game, a bad defender sticks out. And I watched a little bit of Cleveland. I don't recall him sticking out like that. Like a bad defender misses plays, he misses assignments, take plays off, gets beat off the dribble. And that's when you got a problem, like Tyler Kolek. Now you can see that. It sticks out. It kind of stinks up the whole joint. It just sticks out. I don't recall Jerome doing that, though, last year. I watched them play. I'm not saying he's an all-NBA defender, but I didn't see him sticking out as a terrible defender, so I don't know. I know he's a daggone good shooter, and he's not a terrible defender. Yeah, he's on the. Now, you want to talk about a team that's winning the offseason? I think it's the Grizzlies. I don't know what Atlanta's doing. Sometimes you get a team, right, and they got all of these parts, and you say the parts are nice, and separate, but sometimes they don't work well together. It's like with Phoenix. I mean, Phoenix is in the extreme, but you had Beal, you had KD, and you had Booker. But the thing is, I never liked that team because it didn't look like they all fit together. That's not a fit to me. You know what I mean? So you can have a lot of guys, but that don't mean they all fit. Atlanta's throwing, let me see, Atlanta got Kennard, KP, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Trae Young, Jalen Johnson. They got Okongwu. It's about time they give Okongwu that 5 spot. That's why they let your boy go. And I like Zikare Richarche. I like him too. Zikare Richarche. And of course, Dyson Daniels. So they got a nice team. We'll see how it all fits, though. I don't know how it fits. We're going to see how it fits. Nickeil is going to come off the bench for them, and he's going to be good, just like he was in Minnesota. He's a good player. I think he's in his prime, if I'm not mistaken, right? I think that boy's in his prime. Nickeil is 27. He's in his prime. Yeah, he just got paid. He's in prime. Congratulations. Luke Kennard is 29. He's in his prime. He's a shooter, but he got a 1-year deal. So, I think they'll be all right. If they're dependent on KP, they're going to have a problem. But I don't think they're dependent on KP. You know who they're dependent on? Jalen Johnson. And I think he's going to come through. Jalen Johnson's another one of them cats that could ball. Jalen Johnson's another baller. That boy can ball. He's young too. How old is he? Jalen Johnson, 24. And they just signed him to a $150 million deal. He can ball, Jalen Johnson. And they're going to depend on him. And they should. And then, of course, you got Dyson Daniels, the defensive wizard. So you got them too. So I like Atlanta. I think they'll be all right. Oh, is that right, KNYT? KNYT coming with news. Now, KNYT, I can trust him a little bit. So when he said Knicks will sign him to a vet minimum, I believe him. I do. So how many years has Jordan Clarkson been in the league now? How many years has he been in the league? Because the vet minimum is not the same for everybody. If you're in the league 10 years, the vet minimum is 3.5. That's what I understand. So if you're in the league 10, there's a scale. If you're in the league 10 years, your minimum contract is like PJ Tucker. It's 10.5. I mean 3.5. It's 3.5. Yeah, so he's gonna get 3.5. Okay. So he's getting 3.5. Okay. Now let's talk about this Knicks Nation. Y'all know the Don. Maybe he don't want to use that $5 million. Maybe he don't want to use it. Maybe he don't. So if you got 11.5 and you giving Jordan Clarkson 3.5, yeah, for a 10-year vet, nice, it's 3.5. If for a 10-year vet, it's 3.5. Yeah. So if you less than 10 years, it's 2.3, something like that. But if you're a 10-year vet, it's like 3.5 this year. It was 3.3 last year. It's like 3.5 now. Yeah. So Let's do some math, y'all. If you got 11.5, you subtract 3.5, that leaves 8. You still got DeLon Wright, you still got Shamet, you still got Payne. No, I said a little bit. You catch me, Richard. I like KNYT a little bit. I ain't dissing him, but I ain't putting him on the Shams level. And I don't think he put himself on the Shams. Am I right, KNYT? I don't think KNYT put himself on the Shams level, on the Ian Begley level. But I like him a little bit. Yeah, I like him better than some of them knuckleheads with big platforms. That's writing for the New York Times or the Athletic and all that. I like him better than them for sure. But anyway, I was saying, so we got 8 million to play with. Now, Shamet, Payne, I think they let Payne walk, y'all. I think they let Payne walk. I think they're going to keep Shamet and DeLon Wright. I think both of those guys are going to get 3.5 million or 3.5 or so 3.3, something like that. And I think they're going to, I'm going to take what KNYT say for gospel, and he'll get Jordan Clarkson will get 3.5 million. I think that'll be the case. Now, Precious would have to get the 5.7. Precious would have to get the 5.7. Precious would have to get the 5.7. I think if they're going to keep him, I think Precious would have to get it. What y'all think? I think Precious would have to get it. I think he might get it because if Clarkson is taking the vet men, that means that he must have got 10.5 from Utah. He must have got 10.5 from Utah. That he'll take the vet men at New York. He must have got 10.5 from Utah. Yeah, Precious might want more money. Well, one thing Precious wants, can we agree? Precious wants more minutes. That's what he wants, right? If you gave Precious a 20-minute a night guarantee, next year he'll make his money. You know what I mean? He'll make his money. He'll get his money. No, that's kind of petty. They wouldn't fire Tibbs simply because he didn't play Precious. No, that's no. Precious is not that much of a, I mean, I love Precious, but he's not like if he did that with Karl Anthony Towns, yeah, he'd get fired. But not with Precious. No. But I feel like the Knicks are telling us they felt like Tibbs should have got more out of that roster. And with respect to Precious, he would have if he had played him, if he'd expanded his rotation and played Precious. He would have got more out of the roster. So whoever's coaching the Knicks, they're going to expect that coach to get the most out of this roster. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Nicole Alexander-Walker and SGA are cousins. Both of them from Canada. They're both cousins. Yeah, they're cousins. First cousins, I think. Am I right? I think they're first cousins, which means one of their parents are siblings. I think they're first cousins. Yeah. I would like that Stephen Kelly, but see, that's just me. I'm trying not to get my emotions involved because I love Precious, man. I want him to stay. He's one of the homies. That's what my homie made me upset talking about. What do you call Nick Richards? The hell with a Nick Richards, man. I want Precious, man. Precious is New York. Keep New York. Keep New York in New York. Precious. Let's do some things. And he's not even in his prime yet. Let's get Precious. That's all I'm saying. We'll see. I'd like to keep him if I could, though. I can understand if they give him his walking papers and he signs somewhere else. There's some money out there for a guy like Precious. There's some money out there. Detroit got some money. Chicago got some money. A couple of teams got some money left. Milwaukee got money. Okay, Milwaukee's actually got a lot of money now. Now that they let Brook Lopez go, they got a lot of money. Houston is going to be good. Houston going to be good. So they get Clint Capella. They got Clint Capella, Durant, and then their team is just good. They got Jabari. They just locked up Jabari. What is it, 150 million for Jabari? Something like that. Rich M, that's not a choice. That's not, those are mutually exclusive decisions. I don't think you have to do either or. It's not keep Precious or sign Clarkson. They can do both. It's if they want to. That's the question. Do they want to? That's right. Houston got Dorian Finney-Smith. They got Dorian Finney-Smith. See, this is a team that could win. And it's not just because Kevin Durant is there. It's because they don't have to depend on Kevin Durant to carry them. That's what Kevin Durant thrives. Let me tell you, I don't like his character as a player. I think he's a punk. But if he knows he got help, he can be dangerous. He can be a problem, right? He was a problem on Golden State because they had, 3 Hall of Famers. You got Jabari, you got Alperin, right? Sengun, you got, you got some players. Now you got Dorian Finney-Smith. Oh, I don't know. I think Houston, man. Houston's going to be a problem. Houston's going to be a problem. I think, yeah. And they just re-signed Fred VanVleet. They just re-signed him too. So they got him locked in. Yeah. Let me see. Houston going to be a problem. Let me see what they got now. Kevin Durant, Fred VanVleet, Dorian Finney-Smith, Clint Capella, Jayshawn Tate, Aaron Holiday, Sengun, Jalen. Oh, they don't have Jalen Green no more. But they got Jabari Smith, Reed Shepard, Amen Thompson. Oh, yeah, Tari, Cam Whitmore. Yo, these guys are going to be good. They're going to be real good. Did they, Bodega? He said they traded. Let me see. Let me look here. Did they? Because I just saw where Kevin Porter Jr. No, they just traded for no, it wasn't Kevin Porter Jr. They traded for you mean Michael Porter Jr. You mean Michael Porter Jr. Bodega. Michael Porter Jr. Right. They just traded for Michael Porter Jr. And they got a first-round pick out of it too. Yeah, Denver got Cam. Denver saved some money on the taxes. The Nets helped them out and got a first-round pick unprotected. Yeah, the Knicks are definitely going to play faster. They're going to score more points. They are. The Knicks. I'm just concerned with the defense, but yeah, the Knicks are going to score a lot of points. They're going to play 10 guys. They're going to go full out. Okay, they are. Yeah, Cam Johnson is a nice pickup for Denver. He is. There's no doubt. I think him and Aaron Gordon play nice together. I think they will. They're going to be really good. So, and they got the boy Brown. Brown is still good. Brown is good. Strong young boy. They got a team, man. There's no doubt. Denver's going to be good. Who's coaching them? Who's coaching Denver now that they don't have Malone no more? Who's coaching them? I don't even know. That's their problem. But I don't even know who's coaching them. They ain't got Michael Malone no more. So it looks like Plumlee's going back to Charlotte. Ho hum. And Taurean Prince has got a 2-year deal with the Bucks. Ooh, they're paying Taurean Prince. Oh, 7.1. I thought it was 71. 7.1 million, Taurean Prince. Okay. He's back with the Bucks. Yeah, so I'm going to tell y'all, I think y'all feeling what I'm feeling. The Knicks are looking pretty strong in the East. A lot of these moves are nickel and dime moves. The Bruce Brown moves are nickel and dime moves. This move right here with Taurean Prince, that's a nickel and dime move. That ain't no earth-shaking move. The Luke Kennard moves a nickel and dime move. There ain't no earth-shaking move either. There ain't no earth-shaking moves here, The move for Tyus Jones, 1 year, 7 million. This is a nickel and dime move. Nicole Walker-Alexander, Walker's going to do some things, but I mean, none of these are earth-shattering moves. You know what I mean? I like Detroit's going to be rough. Detroit is going to be rough. Well, this is what you got to do, Jason Ficarra. You got to play Deuce McBride a lot of minutes. That's what you got to do. You got to play Deuce McBride, Mikal Bridges, and OG together a lot. That's how you're going to do it. And then you have Mitch Rob coming in there. That's what you got to do. And listen, if Diawara can play NBA level defense, I'm going to tell you, I think he can. If he does, shoot, I think we'd be in good shape, y'all. I'm trying to tell you, if this boy Diawara can play some defense, y'all, we might have another Thompson dude in Diawara. I want to see if he has that dog in him. You see what I'm saying? I mean, he's 6'8" with a 7-foot wingspan. I want to see some daggone defense, man. If we can get that going, shoot, I'm just saying. Yeah, that's all I'm saying, Drip More. I'm agreeing with you, bro. Knicks have Jordan Clarkson in their sights as free agency begins. That's what it said. Yeah, so not hearing it's done, but sounds like the Knicks have set their sights on Jordan Clarkson once he clears waivers. Hey, how long it take for somebody to clear waivers? Is that from Chris Haynes? Okay, it's official. Okay. Somebody, Andrew Abraham, just said the same thing, I think. Chris Haynes. Let me see. It's a couple of days, Shaquan? Okay. Yep, he's going to sign with the Knicks upon clearing waivers, so we're going to see that happen. Yeah, he's going, man, I'm going to tell you, Mike Brown's going to have some, one thing's for sure. Mike Brown's going to have some offensive weapons to work with. I think the Knicks are going to be a juggernaut offensively. I'm just concerned with the defense, but the Knicks are going to be an offensive juggernaut. There's no doubt about it, man. They're going to be an offensive juggernaut, man. You're going to have Clarkson coming off the bench with Shamet. You're going to have Brunson. You're going to have Karl Anthony Towns. I think we're going to be good, man. Oh, the Knicks are keeping Mitchell Robinson. I just hope they have them perimeter dudes out there so that Mitch ain't got to guard three guys, So, I mean, look, the Knicks, Mobb Deep is back, man. Mobb Deep is back, though. Mobb Deep is back. You got Jordan Clarkson. Mobb Deep is back. Jordan Clarkson, Shamet, Deuce, Hart. Mobb Deep is back. We do need to have a guy like a Precious or Hoop Party. We need a bigger guy that's going to come in with the midgets. I agree. We do need that. Now, I don't think so, Amari. I think they passed on Taylor Jenkins because he's a hothead. He's a hothead. Y'all know Taylor Jenkins is a hothead, right? Y'all know that, right? Taylor Jenkins will blow up on somebody. Just like the dude, what's that guy saying over there on Nick of Time show? I forgot his name. Spanish-looking dude. He was saying nobody was saying anything in Dallas about Taylor Jenkins because they didn't want to hurt his chances. That means there's something negative out there. What it is, if you've watched him, that boy will march out to the middle of the court and tell the ref what it is. He will do it and get kicked out the game. He will do it. Okay? Yeah, I think KNYT, you're right. I think it's going to be Mike Brown. It's going to be Mike Brown, man. It's going to be Mike Brown. Yep. It's going to be Mike Brown. So he's going to have some offensive talent, y'all. I mean, for real. You talking about – so wait, starting five, I think the starting five, the only change is Josh Hart. If they do it. You're going to have Mitch in there for Hart. And, yeah. You're going to have Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. You have Jordan Clarkson coming off the bench. Net Kyle G, but you ain't seen a blow up. Jenkins blows up, man. Jenkins does. He does get a volcano up there, man. He can turn into a volcano. Yeah, Cat's gonna be at the 4, and Mitch Rob's gonna be at the 5 until they, then they bring in some midgets and put Cat at the 5. Okay, when they bring in the midgets, Cat works at the 5 with Deuce, Shamet, Clarkson. You have Cat at the 5. It's gonna be a hellified squad, man. It's gonna be a hellified squad. I'm gonna tell y'all. The Knicks going all in on this, baby. We're gonna see. Mike Brown's gonna get the keys to this Bentley. He better drive that mess proper. He better not put no dents in it. He better drive that mess. He gonna get the keys to the Bentley in New York City. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Mike Brown getting ready to get the keys to the Bentley. But he's driven Bentleys before. He's driven Bentleys before. He ain't no rookie at driving. Clarkson's tough, no doubt. Mike Brown developed What's that boy name out there in Sacramento? Murray. Keegan Murray. Y'all like Keegan Murray? That's Mike Brown's work right there. That's Mike Brown's work. Now, I didn't like how they handled Davion Mitchell. I'm gonna be honest. But that wasn't Mike Brown's fault that they drafted De'Aaron Fox, Davion Mitchell, and Halliburton. That was stupid, but they did it. But if you go by Keegan Murray, I think he did a good job with Keegan Murray. Yeah. I hope you're right, Jason, but I don't think so. I think it's going to be Brown. If it walks like a duck, cracks like a duck, probably is a duck. If they're not interviewing Taylor Jenkins again, and that's what Ian Begley said. He said he'd be surprised if Taylor Jenkins got a second interview. He said they loved Mike Brown. And he said they want to make the decision by the end of the week. I think Mike Brown's your next coach. Okay. Yep. Clarkson is signing with the Knicks. I think Mike Brown's your next coach, though. I think it's Mike Brown. Yeah. Yep. Mitch is not going to be gaining, 30 pounds to try to get bigger. He's not coming off an injury. He's coming off the end of a season where he was healthy. He's going to be good. He's going to be ready to go. Yeah. Bridges' salary is set. The maximum that Bridges can get is $156 million. That's his max. So it will be, maybe 5 years, 156. I think that's the max he could get. Yeah, Mike Brown runs the Princeton style offense. The Pete Carroll. Y'all heard Pete Carroll? He runs the Pete Carroll Princeton movement, backdoor cut, and all that. He loves that, man. Yeah. Jordan Clarkson coming to the Knicks. There's no doubt about it. I think we all can see that now. He coming to New York. Yeah. He's coming to the Knicks. We're going to have Jordan Clarkson on the Knicks. He's going to be our sixth man. Yep. Jordan Clarkson coming to the Knicks, y'all. We're going to have some fire coming off our bench, y'all. I'm excited. Shoot. So the second five, let's talk about the lineup, right? So we're talking about Mitchell Robinson. We're talking about Mitchell Robinson, Karl-Anthony Towns, Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, and Mikal Bridges. That's your starting five. Your second five is going to be Jordan Clarkson, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart, right? That's three. Who am I missing? Landry Shamet, right? Who am I missing? I think you're going to get a big man, either Ariel Hukporti or Najee. I think you're going to get a big man. I would love it to be Precious. I would love it to be Precious. But I'm trying to prepare myself if Precious is not re-signed. If Precious is signed, I'm breaking out the port wine. If Precious is re-signed, I'm breaking out the port. But it's going to be tough. DeLon Wright is going to be there when somebody gets hurt and you got to start him, and he'll do good at that spot. Just like he did last year. He did good. So, it ain't going to be no Taylor. I got the real deal, Holyfield. Graham, baby. I got the Graham, man. What you talking about? I got the Graham. I bought a white port, too. I kind of like the white port, to be honest with you. Yeah, I like the white port. But now I've been getting into Pinot Noir. I've been getting into a little Pinot Noir, and I've been getting into some red Zinfandel. It's called the 7 Deadly Zins. I like that one. I do like that one. So we'll see. But if they sign Precious, I'm gonna be happy. You're gonna see me smiling like the Knicks just won Game 7. I'm gonna be happy if they sign Precious because I want Precious back, man. I really think that if Precious is given an opportunity, that boy can ball. I'm just really high on him. I just really am. I want to see him do his thing. Jason, I like Riesling too, but it's a little too sweet. Port is actually too sweet. I got to keep my blood sugar low. You know what I mean? So I get them dry wines like the Zinfandel, the red Zinfandel. I get the Chianti. I get the Pinot Noir. I get the dry stuff. Try to keep my blood sugar down. Yeah. Nate King, yes, we are aware that Clarkson is going to be a Knick. Yeah, whiskey's a little too strong. A little too strong. When my oldest boy is visiting or I'm visiting him, he insists on drinking some Crown Royal. And for me to have that, I usually have it with some cream milk, some Baileys, or I have it with some what's that apple juice? What's that apple juice that we drink for holidays? What's the apple juice? Non-alcoholic. I mix that in there with some blueberry Crown Royal, something like that. Or if my son-in-law. Yeah, my son-in-law. Well, this is the thing, John Pettit. Look at the roster now. No, it's not apple cider, Richard Baptiste. It's called oh God. Martinelli's. You heard of Martinelli's, Richard Bart? It's Martinelli's. Martinelli's. That's what I'm talking about. I'll drink some Malbec. I just gave my neighbor that for welcome to the neighborhood present Malbec the other day. I gave her some Malbec. Yeah. Yes, it's that. It's Martinelli. So I'll mix a little Martinelli's in there with the Crown Royal. It's not good for my pressure, my blood, really. But if I'm not always with my oldest boys. My son-in-law and my oldest son. I'm not always with them. So when I'm with them, they insist and I acquiesce. Okay, we can do that. Yeah, so I put that in there with the Crown Royal or the Royal Crown, whatever, and we do that. Yeah, sparkling stuff. Yeah, we do that. But that's rare. That's not something I do all the time. Usually, I will have me Chianti, Pinot Noir, Malbec, something like that. Like I said, I've been getting into Zinfandel recently. I've been getting into that red. I like that one. It's called 7 Deadly Zins, man. That one is pretty daggone good. I ain't gonna front. Yep, Clarkson is a New York Knicks. Yes, he is. Yes, he is a New York Knicks. That is true. He'll probably be signed by Thursday. Somebody said it takes a couple 48 hours for him to clear waivers, but he's gonna sign with New York. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you what's gonna happen now. I don't think it takes a prophet to know this. They're gonna sign Clarkson, and they're gonna by Thursday, and they're gonna announce the coach by Friday, and you're gonna have a press conference with the new coach and with Jordan Clarkson. That's what's going to happen. Okay. So you're going to have a press conference with the new coach and Jordan Clarkson, with probably Mike Brown and Jordan Clarkson. You have a new coach and you have them both together. Yeah. Jordan's been confirmed, a plumber's wife. He's been confirmed by Chris Haynes, by Shams, and by somebody else. Poper. Not that I trust in Poper that much, but and of course, KNYT over here. He also tells us the same thing. So yeah. So it looks like Jordan Clarkson's going to be a Knick. Yeah, that's a good question, Richard. Who's got more tats? That is a good question. I think I have to give it to Clarkson, even though I don't know. That's close, though. Both of those cats covered. Roy Freeman, I'll be honest. I am favorable to Precious. I am not thinking about nobody else. I'm not thinking about Horford. I'm not thinking about Richards. I want Precious back, and I'm not even looking at nobody else. I got no eyes for nobody else. I'm hoping Precious comes back. I'm just holding my breath until they can sign my man. So if they sign my man, if they can sign my Ibu brother, then we'll be good. Yes, I think you're right, Richard Baptiste. I ain't going to front. They both the Dominican Republic. He's known each other since my man was a teenager. Since Cat was a teenager, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to need some defensive-minded assistance. I'm with you, New York State of Mind. We're going to need some defensive-minded assistance. We are. I'm waiting to see who they bring in. We're going to see. I noticed Dice Yoshimoto is still listed as the development coach, though. Did y'all notice that? I still noticed Dice Yoshimoto is listed as a development coach, and Dice is a clone of Tom Thibodeau. He's a young Asian clone of Tom Thibodeau. That's what he is. Yeah, I would like that too, L21A. Now we'll see. Yes, they do. They're really going to need perimeter defense. There's just no two ways about that. They're going to need perimeter defense. Really, the big weak link last year was Karl Anthony Towns on the perimeter defense. That's why you saw OG getting hot when they came to the sideline. Karl Anthony Towns does not play any perimeter defense. He causes more baskets than a little bit. That's where we need to get better. Brunson too, but Cat is terrible, very bad on the perimeter defense. No, they're going to sign him to the vet minimum, Blair V's, from what I heard. It sounds like they're going to sign Clarkson to the vet minimum. Thanks for the $2 L21. Sounds like they're going to sign Clarkson to the vet minimum. Yeah. Cole Anthony's too expensive for us. Cole Anthony ain't no vet min player. He's too young. Cole Anthony's like, he's still like in his mid-20s, right? Am I right? Cole Anthony's like mid-20s. I think, yeah. So yeah, Cole Anthony's too young. You need old dudes that's that's already got their money. Cole Anthony got to get his money. He ain't got his money yet. Cole Anthony is now, how old is this young boy? 25. Yeah, he ain't coming for no vet minimum. He's too good for that. Yeah. He's a point guard, Jason. Undersized, I don't know. He's a point guard, and he could ball. So I wouldn't, don't sleep on him. He could ball. He's gonna ball for somebody this year. They just got a crowded situation, and they went all in to get Desmond Bain, so they had to, bring ass to get ass, and they did. So, I like Clarkson, Jay Giant. He's going to have a problem defensively, but offensively, he's gonna light it up. I mean, there's no doubt. Jordan Clarkson's gonna come in. Two things. He's gonna be in shape, and he's gonna score. Two things I can guarantee you about Jordan Clarkson. He's gonna be in shape, and he's gonna score. He's gonna score a lot of points. Yeah, I hope Dice is promoted, but I don't think he's ready for it yet. I don't think he's ready for it yet. Yeah, I don't think he's ready for it yet. We'll see. What now? That's a match I don't like. You can't bring in Westbrook and have Jordan Clarkson. I don't like that. That's not a good way. Westbrook needs to dominate the bench unit, and Clarkson is that guy. So I don't think that works too well. If you didn't get Jordan Clarkson, I wouldn't mind having Russell Westbrook come off our bench at the vet min. I would not mind it, but I don't think it works with Clarkson. Everybody, you're right, Richard Baptiste, and they should. Everybody's trying to make moves because everybody recognized as soon as you saw Jason Tatum go down, you saw Dame Dollar go down, and then finally Halliburton. Everybody's got to make moves. No, not really. Clarkson doesn't. No, I think there's going to be and you know what else, Gorilla Jakes? They're going to all get minutes. So once they get their regular minutes, they know what to expect. I think we're going to be all right. And not only that, Deuce is also going to benefit because Deuce loves to cut, and Mike Brown runs a lot of plays for backdoor cutters. I think Deuce is going to benefit from Brown. So more than Tiz. Tiz focus on Deuce for defense, but I think the offense is going to open up with Brown. They may suffer defensively, but the offense is going to open up with Brown. No doubt about it. So I think Deuce is going to benefit from that. Deuce, Jordan Clarkson, all these cats. Jordan Clarkson will come to New York and ball, though. I mean, he is. I ain't going to front. He is. Yeah, I did. They said they did announce, Shams announced that they were looking to structure a deal with Triple J so that they could let Cole Anthony walk and he can find a team he wants to play with. And I don't think I'm crazy if I say Cole Anthony would love to play in New York. Right? I mean, he's from New York. He would love to play in New York. And his father played here, So I think he would love to play in New York. But let's see how this works out. Yeah, we'll see how this works out. It's exciting. I ain't going to front. It's for real, though. It's for real. And I'm going to tell you, today is what? Today is the 30th. A week from now, you're talking about what? July 7th and July 8th. By then, we should have our team set. We should know what our team is. The only question, I'm very excited about Summer League. I want to see Beauchamp. I want to see James Najee. I want to see Diawara. I want to see Kolek. I want to see all our youngins. I want to see what they bring into the table in this Summer League. Really, if they all develop right with Hoop Party, seriously, y'all remember when Obi Toppin and IQ played their first Summer League? Y'all remember that? They dominated the Summer League. Y'all remember that? It was Obi it was Deuce, it was IQ. They dominated that summer league. Okay, they dominated. I'm expecting this Knicks group of youngins to dominate summer league. I'm really expecting them to dominate summer league, and I'm talking about Najee, Diawara, Kolick, Ariel Hooporti. I'm expecting them to Mobochan. I'm expecting them to dominate. Now the Knicks can't afford Grimes. Grimes has become too. You know, Grimes is looking for a minimum 14 million. Grimes look, and he should get it. He gonna get it. He looking for a minimum 14 million. He gonna get it too. He gonna get. You're gonna see Grimes get something like 4 years, 60. Yeah, you're gonna see him get that. Q Dog get ready to get paid, and he should. My boy, and he should. Yep, Q Dog getting ready to get paid. That I saw that. I didn't believe that report, Richard Baptiste. I saw that report in Hoops Hype. Sometimes I discount reports because I think they're full of crap. I think he's looking for 14 million, which is the regular mid-level exception, and I think he's going to get it from Philly. He's going to get 4 years, 60. He'll be all right. No. Once Philly gets him, he's good. Whoever signs him to this next contract has got it. Whoever signed him to this contract. I don't think McCullough's an NBA player, but I want to tell you, I'm going to wait till Summer League. I want to see what he does in Summer League. I want to see the whole team. I want to see Kolick, McCullough, Porter. I want to see all of them. I want to see. That's what I'm saying. We don't need a whole bunch of undrafted free agents on our squad this year. We could just play the guys that we got, and they can play Summer League, and they should dominate Summer League. No, Shamet, the Knicks, I think the Knicks are still trying to bring him back. We'll probably find out about Shamet by Wednesday. I expect. We'll find out about Shamet, DeLon Wright. Who else we waiting for? Shamet, DeLon Wright. Who else we waiting for? Cameron Payne. We'll probably find out about all of them by Wednesday. We'll find out. So we'll see. Clarkson's going to be on board, but we got to see. Wright, Shamet, Payne, Precious. Those are the guys we got to wait for. I don't know why y'all hating on Payne like that. I like Cameron Payne, but I don't think we got enough room for him. But we'll see. We'll see. Horford, I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I don't see it, honestly. I can understand why everybody thinks it because the Celtics can't afford him. And him and Karl-Anthony Towns go back a long way, so it makes a whole bunch of sense. It does. What y'all saying with Precious, but I'm not holding my breath. If they sign him, great, but I'm not holding my breath for Al Horford. I'm holding my breath about Precious Achiuwa. I want to see Precious back. I want to see Precious back. Yeah. I think Ace of Spade, I think he's a hothead. I think he can't keep his cool. And I think the Knicks don't like that. That's what I think. Mike Brown stays cool. I mean, yeah, he's blown up a couple of times, but he's been around a long time, and he knows how to keep his cool. Taylor Jenkins is a young boy, and he will get hot. And you will see, if he was in it, I would love to see it myself, because he'd be telling, if somebody asked somebody dumbass questions, he would just tell them, where to go. I like him, but I don't know if the Knicks management wants that, so we'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, Nigo Stormy. What you mean? The Knicks are the favorites to come out of the East right now. Right now. Wait, that tells me I got to write another poll up. What kind of question is that? Of course. Let me see. There's the poll. There's the poll. Should the Knicks be favored to come out of the East in 25-26? I think so. I don't think there's any question. Oh, that's a good question, Omari. I would love that. I don't know. If he don't get hired, but is there any, let me ask you, is there any openings right now? Is there any head coaching openings in the NBA? I don't think so. I think the Knicks are the only head coach opening in the NBA, if I'm correct, right? I think the Knicks are the only head coach opening in the NBA. I would love to have Taylor Jenkins as an assistant coach coaching the defense behind Mike Brown. I would love that. I really would. I wouldn't want it the other way around. I wouldn't want Mike Brown to assist Taylor Jenkins, But I would love Taylor Jenkins to be the defensive assistant to Mike Brown. Yeah, that was just political, Richard Baptiste. That was just political. I mean, imagine now, you're Dawn Staley, right? So you're going to have on your resume, interview for the New York Knicks head coaching job. Was a finalist for the New York Knicks head coaching job. That you put that on your resume. That's just courtesy, So and then it's political correct. They got to have all the females in there, so they just say they interviewed her. That's just political correctness. That's all. Yeah, that's all that is. They ain't really serious about that. Believe me, they are not giving this Bentley to Dawn Staley. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They're not doing it. Yeah. Yeah, I know. So we had Brown as the head coach, and they hired Taylor Jenkins, and then don't give him associate head coach title. Ooh, Lord, man, shoot. What? I think we'll be going crazy there, man. I think we would, for real. I think we would. What's up, Javon, Cherokee, Indian, my brother? Yeah, man, I think we would. So let's see. Now, somebody said it would be nice if you have, because you're going to have Jordan Clarkson with Mike Brown at a press conference. It would be nice if they hired a Taylor Jenkins too and had him behind Brown. That would be nice. We'll see. Yeah, I agree, serial killer. I agree. So I think we'll see. We're going to see. We'll see what happens. Kevin Holly said she would love Staley to be on the squad. Okay. Just let that go. Oh, yeah, Javon, we had some fool come in here and caught it. Some fool came in here, jumped in, like shot himself right in the middle, then jumped on the third rail. I mean, shot himself on the platform, then jumped on the third rail. Yeah, we had one of them already. Yeah, nah, forget it. Richard Baptiste, that ain't happening. That ain't happening. Jason Kidd's gonna be coaching. What's the boy name? Cooper Flag down there with Anthony Ambulance. And whenever they get your boy back, Kyrie, and that's that. Did Dallas have a good draft? I think they did, didn't they? Dallas had a good draft, didn't they? Let me see who they got down there. And then they got Derek Lively coming back. Spencer Dumb-witted. They just signed Daniel Gafford. They got Derek Lively coming back. They got Daniel Gafford coming back. Anthony Ambulance. They got a decent team. Kyrie ain't gonna be back right away. But they got a decent team. They got a decent squad. Who did they get as a rookie? Who did they draft? What was their draft picks? Who did Dallas draft this year? Y'all know? Russell who? Who they draft? Russell who? Let me see. Let me look at it. I'll tell you. Let me see. Who did they draft? Who did Dallas draft? Where is Dallas at? They got number 14. Let's see. Big board, the draft. They drafted 14th. Who did they pick? Let's see. Who did they pick at 14? Did they trade their pick? Let me see. Oh, no. They got a guy named Carter Bryant out of Arizona. That ended up going to Spurs. Let me see. Who did Dallas get? Did Dallas get anybody? Aside from Cooper Flag, they got Cooper Flag. They got a second guy that's pretty good. Who else did they get? Who else did Dallas get here? I'm looking for Dallas. I don't see none. Is that the only pick they got this year? I think it is. Yep. Cooper Flag was the only guy. That was the only pick they got. That was the only guy they got. Yeah. Yeah, they signed D'Lo, but I mean, he don't move the needle to me. I mean, yeah, they need him though because Kyrie is up. Dallas is gonna have a problem this year. Well, Jason Kidd's a great coach, so we'll see what they can do. Especially they got Lively back, so we'll see. But they gave away a lot of talent, man. They shipped out a lot of talent. We'll see. Meet up and watch fight for the Florida fans. That's a good idea, Rich. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If we do, it will be in the fall sometimes when they get ready to start the season. Probably not in the summer. And if we did get together, it would probably be in Orlando. It would probably be in Orlando. Yeah, probably in Orlando or somewhere around Lake Mary, Orlando area. Most people are accessible to that. Most people, like most of y'all are between Tampa and Orlando. Most of y'all are in that area. So Kissimmee, Plant City, most of y'all around there. So we could hook something up. Kevin Holly, we got this guy to back up Mitch. His name is Ariel Hukporti. I don't know if you heard of him, but he's pretty daggone good. And we got him for $2 million. So I think we are covered with the backup 5. I think we're covered. We got this guy named Ariel Hukporti. Look him up. He's pretty good. He's pretty good. You in Palm Beach, Richard? Oh, that's way down there. It's way down there. Yeah, one Jones boy signed with Chicago and the other Jones boy signed with Orlando. Trey Jones signed with Chicago. Looks like he signed for 3 years, about $24 million. And then the other, his brother signed in Orlando for 1 year, $11 million, something like that. His brother, or $7 million, 1 year, $7 million, something like that. Yeah, so the Jones boy all locked up already. What's up, Donnell? Yeah, look, Jones boy's already locked up. So, yeah, that dream is gone. How many backups do you need, bro? What, you want 5 backups if Ariel's hurt? If Ariel's hurt, come on, man, stop. We good. If Ariel's hurt, we still got, hopefully we still have Precious. We still got, y'all forgot about James Najee? Y'all forgot about him? What about James Najee? Y'all forgot about James Najee? 7-foot wingspan, James Najee? Y'all forgot about him? If Ariel was hurt, come on, y'all. Stop looking across the field, man. We got what we need right here in our own yard. We don't need to be doing that. We got what we need right here in our own yard. Yep, that's right. Optimistic. I'm liking that. What's that song, Optimistic? If you can keep your hands in the sky, you can win. That's what that song says, right? Optimistic. As long as you keep your hands in the sky, you can win. So let's hope we get Landry and Precious back. That's what we need. I don't know. I don't even know if they're gonna offer it to him, Cherokee Indian. We got to see. I would like that, but you know, at this point, we don't know what they're doing. We don't know. All we know is it looks like Mike Brown's gonna be the coach. Yeah, sounds of blackness. Right. Optimistic. As long as you keep your hands in the sky, you can win. So I'm still keeping my hands in the sky for Precious and Landry. Oh, man. Yeah, sounds of blackness. The blackness. Keep on. The blackness. Keep on. Well, Matthew Willard, you're one of a whole bunch of us that's not excited about Mike Brown. But if he's going to be our coach, let's just ride with it. It's what we got. We got no choice. We got to ride with it. Ain't nobody giving us cheese for the wine, so let's ride with it. Keith Danzy, thanks for the $20, man. Watch you all the time. Appreciate your take. Thank you, Keith. I greatly appreciate the love, man. Greatly appreciate the love. Thank you. I think Mitch starts, Antonio. What do y'all think? I think Mitch starts. Mitch starts. And I mean, honestly, if it was up to me, I would have Mitch come off the bench. Me, myself. I would have Mitch come off the bench. I would. Because I think you're going to prolong his career and you're going to get more out of him coming off the bench. I'd rather Mitch come off the bench. And in that case, you could start Hart. You could start Deuce. You could start Hukporti. You got different people you could start. But I would rather have Mitch come off the bench myself, especially if he's coming off the bench with Jordan Clarkson. Woo, Lord, that's gonna be rough, man. So I don't know. Yeah, but I would rather Mitch come off the bench, honestly, because I think he'll play 72 games coming off the bench. We'll get a lot more out of him that way. He'll be ready for the playoffs, reduces his chance of injury, and he'll be very effective. So yeah, Portis re-signed with Milwaukee though. Portis with Milwaukee. Look, man, I like our team. Like Milwaukee just re-signed Portis, and they got Kevin Porter Jr. Okay. And after that, and they got money. They still got money. Milwaukee still got $44 million in first apron space, and they lost Brooke Lopez. They're gonna need to they're gonna need some more. They got Gary Trent to pay. They still got to pay him. They got Jericho Sims to pay. So I'm not worried about them. Cleveland's gonna be good. I'm not worried about them though. Orlando's gonna be good. Orlando's gonna be really good. Orlando just got to sign Mo Wagner, which I think they're gonna do. They got $17 million under the first apron. I think they signed Mo Wagner for something like $8-9 million a year, and they move on with life. I think that's fine. Philly, I'm not worried about Philly. Not even worried about them. I'm not worried about them at all. So ATL is gonna be up and coming. ATL is gonna be coming. Yeah, Orlando's gonna be tough. Detroit is gonna be tough. Detroit is gonna be knocked down and drag out all season. Yeah, so Detroit and Orlando is going to be where a lot of our comp is coming from. But don't sleep on ATL. ATL is going to be rough too. And don't ever sleep on Miami just because they're Miami. Don't ever sleep on Miami. Miami's going to be good too. So don't sleep on Miami either. So they're going to be, Miami's always going to be there because it's Miami. And so, yeah, they're going to be good. They're always going to be good. So don't sleep on them either. But I still like our chances. I like our chances very much. I like the Knicks. The Knicks are in the best position they've been in a minute. Yep. Yeah, because Miami going to have Andrew Wiggins back. Bam. Khalil Ware is that dude. Davion Mitchell, they just signed him 224. Tyler Hero. They got Highsmith. Highsmith's a good bench scorer. Yeah, they're gonna be in good shape. I mean, and they still got Jaime Jaquez. They got Jaime. Is he hurt? How come they got Jaime Jaquez's name up here? He's gonna be a big rotation piece. So they're gonna be good. Yeah. Yeah, KP might play 40 games. KP is on the board of directors of Anthony Ambulance University. Y'all know this. I ain't got to even explain that. KP is on the board of directors of Anthony Ambulance University. Now, he will help a lot as long as they limit him to 15 to 20 minutes a game. He's going to help a lot. But if you start playing them more than 20, and that's the thing about players like KP, they're so good that you're tempted to give them more minutes because they're so good. But then you're risking, you got this fine line between playing more minutes and him getting hurt. You know what I mean? So if you limit him to the 15, 20, and that's what will happen. He'll get 15, 20 minutes. There'll be games he'll hit 5 or 6 threes, and you're like, why can't they play more? Because he'll get hurt. That's why. You know what I mean? So yeah, we'll see. But yeah, KP is on the board of directors of Anthony Ambulance University of Unavailability. That he's on the board of directors. Yeah. So I don't know. I would rather Mitch come off the bench, but I can understand if he starts him. I mean, shoot, him and Cat together. Defense, man. Shoot. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But nobody's gonna be playing 40 minutes tonight. So we're good there. You're going to be getting, everybody's going to have a balanced minutes. That's really going to be the best part of him being the coach. You're going to have a 10-man rotation, solid 10-man rotation with Mike Brown. It ain't going to be 8. It's going to be a solid 10. They're going to be 10 guys. Okay. What do you mean, Mario space? Yeah, no. Mitch Rob don't mess up no space. He'd be good. I want Beauchamp too. I am so looking forward to Summer League. I want to see Beauchamp. I want to see Najee. I want to see Diawara. I want to see these cats, man. I want to see them do their thing. I want to see them, man. I want to see them. So, yeah. I want to see them. Yeah, I'm excited about some of these, man. I want to see all them cats get there. I want to see Kolick. I want to see McCullough. I want to see who can ball, who can't. Let's bring it on. This is where you got to put up or shut up. You're going to get your chance right now. Okay. Are you willing? Are you going down there? Are you going down there? Okay. So you're going to be in Nevada? I could go, actually. But I'm not. I could go because now I'm officially retired. So I could go. But I got to save my money, man, because me and my wife getting ready to go down to Panama at the end of the year. So I got to save my pennies, man, make sure we good. But I could go. My cousin lives in Las Vegas, and he'd be begging me to come out there. But I think I'm going to stay home. So I'm going to chill, man. I'm going to chill. Yep, stop flossing. We did. We got him coming. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Omar. Yeah, I'm a retired old head now, so I got more time now. That's why I'm on here late with y'all. I'm on here late with you crazy ones, man, because I'm retired now, man. I am off the chain now. Yeah, man, I am Carol Caban. Thank you, man. Yeah, we're going to check out Panama, see what that's about, and then next year we're going to check out. We plan on checking out Ecuador and seeing what that's about, and then we're going to move to one of those spots in a couple of years. We're going to move down there. Yeah, so. Yeah, thanks, Kavan. Yeah, I'm excited about it, man. Really, I'm nervously excited. Yeah. Scary, though, not having to report anywhere. It's weird. But I ain't worried about being bored. I would tell you that right now. Yeah, that's right, Omari. That's right. Yeah, I'm feeling good. Thank you, Kevin. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good about it. So, yeah, man. Yep. So, no, the show's gonna go on. Yeah, we're gonna make sure we're gonna have to have that Wi-Fi locked down, man. I heard both of these nations got good Wi-Fi, so I'm looking forward to that. So we're gonna see what happens. Which one, Kevin? You going to Panama or Ecuador? Which one you going to? Both of them? You say you're going next year as well? Is it Ecuador or is it? Yeah, we're going to look at some cities in Panama, and then there really are 3 places. Really, there's 5 places, but we'll probably only have time to look at 3 when we go to Ecuador. Yeah, I didn't think so. Stop flossing. I didn't think they was getting Westbrook. Not when they're getting Clarkson. That's not a good fit. You only need one of them. Yeah, I know. Clarkson is the new captain of Mobb Deep. There's no doubt. No, there's no expendables, Mark. No, all of those guys should come back. I would like all of them to come back. Money's what the issue is. But no, getting Clarkson does not make Deuce. Why do y'all keep trying to get Deuce traded? I don't know why y'all do that. Does that make Deuce? You're the second dude to come in here like that. Deuce gonna be traded? No, he's not. He ain't going nowhere. You're gonna be here. You're crazy. Now, Precious depends on the money. I'm holding out hope against hope we keep Precious. But Shamet, see, Clarkson is a scorer. Shamet is a shooter. That's 2 different things. Okay, that's 2 different things. Okay. Clarkson finds a way to put the ball in the hole. Different ways. Shamet is a spot up driller. You know what I mean? So these are 2 different guys. One doesn't cancel out the other. You actually want them to play together. So, and then of course, Deuce is a spot up shooter. And of course, he's a lockdown defender. And Deuce is becoming more of a playmaker as the years go by. I think Mike Brown is going to open up Deuce. I think he is. I think that style of offense with backdoor cuts and stuff, I think you're going to see a lot more dynamic Deuce this year. I really do. I think we're going to see a lot dynamic Deuce. No, Mitch should not play anything north of 30 minutes. No. Mitch should not play anything north of 30 minutes. 25 to 30. And hard stop at 30. Hard stop at 30. Yep, Clarkson will be IQ. I agree with you, Jay Sniper. Clarkson will be IQ. Yes, he will. I agree with that. Yes, he will. Yeah. No, Mitch needs to stay within 30 or less. I'd like him to be 22 to 30. That's when we make sure we keep him for 72 games. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to score 20 a game. I'm going to get carried away, but I think Mike Brown's going to help him out a lot. I think you're going to see a lot more. Thank you, Steve Aceto. I think we're going to see a lot more Deuce. Yeah, Mike Brown will unleash Deuce a little bit more. I think he will. Mike Brown's going to unleash the offense. All of them. Brunson, Cat, they're going to all be unleashed. You're going to see a lot more ball movement, player movement, body movement. The Knicks are going to be an offensive juggernaut. There's no doubt. But in terms of defense, you got to see what happens. You know, as Mariano would say, you got to see what happens. You got to see what happens. Thank you, Guilford. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, so I was actually planning on retiring at the end of 26, but the Most High had other plans, and they laid me off 3 weeks ago, and I said, you know what? I said, you know what? I'm out. That's it. I'm good. I'm just blessed to be in the position to be able to do that. Not everybody can, you know, but I'm blessed. I was going to go to the end of 2026, like February of 2027 was my retirement date, but they laid me off before that, and I ain't got no problem. I said, oh, a little bit earlier than I'd like, but okay, I'll do it now. It's no problem, you know. Yeah, Gorilla Jakes, you're going to see a lot of movement, and they're going to open the floor up. You're going to see Brunson still go ISO. Don't think that that's going away. Brunson is one of the best ISO players in the game, so you can't take that from him and think you're going to get better. But you're going to have a lot more ball movement with Brown. You're going to see the Knicks get 30 assists a game. You're going to see that. Yeah, you're going to see the Knicks get 30 assists a game. Yeah, that's right. Adam Johnson and me too. It's not just me. I get so many guys, but now I want to see a chip. There's a lot of guys. I want to see Clyde. I want Clyde Frazier to see the Knicks win a championship. Y'all know what I'm saying? Before he dies, let's let Clyde get a chip, man. Let's let him see the Knicks win another chip before it's over. That's what I want to see. Walt Clyde Frazier should see the Knicks win a chip. That's all I'm saying. This is the year, man. This is the year we got to do it, y'all. This is the year right here. This is the year. I don't care if Mike Brown's the coach. Let's get this thing done. Let Mike Brown break that glass ceiling and make a name for himself. You know what I mean? Let's do it, man. Let's get it done, y'all. Woo, I'm excited about this team. I'm excited. I have never been this excited about Summer League except when Obi and Deuce and IQ played together. That was the last time. Before that, I was never that excited about the Knicks Summer League, and after that. But this year, I'm very excited about the Knicks Summer League. I want to see every game. Aubrey Clegg, congratulations to you, my brother. You still trying to get used to it? Listen, I used to actually advise retirees. I used to be a financial advisor. That was another life. And it always would take the retirees 2 or 3 years. I tell them, it reminded me of graduating from high school. Some people graduate from high school, right? And they know they're going to be an engineer, or they know they're going to be a cop, or they know they're going to be a fireman. They know what they're going to do, right? Some people graduate from high school and they know exactly what they're going to do. But most of us don't. Most of us graduate from high school and have no idea what you're going to end up doing. And usually it's something you didn't plan on doing when you graduated from high school, right? And retirement is exactly the same way. It takes 2 or 3 years to figure out what you're going to do. You know, it takes 2 or 3 years, but we'll see. Yeah. John Jones asked, what do I think the defensive rankings are going to be if Mike Brown becomes the coach? Bad. But it depends. I want to see who the assistant coach is. If they hire a defensive coordinator, and I think if they do that, it will be really good. I think will be really good. And I think the front office is smart enough to do that. Did you, Miss Stevenson? Congratulations to you. Now we're both in the same boat, Miss Nancy Stevenson. Yeah. Me, no, I ain't going back to coach. Ooh, 44 years, Aubrey. Man, bless you, man. You earned that, baby. They're going. Bless you, Mr. Click. Oh, wow, 44 years. Woo. That means you and me about the same age if you joined out of high school. One of my high school buddies retired. He joined out of high school. He did 30 years. And then now he's doing 20 years working for the government. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. So, yeah. But good for you, man. Blessings. Good for you. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Craig, are you going to stay in the States or are you going to travel? What are you going to do? I know a lot of military dudes like to travel once they, get their military pension with their Social Security and they go off, man. They go all different kind of way. You traveling? Some people like to travel, man, with the pension. Yeah. Some people stay put, some people travel depending on the situation. But yeah. My wife and I want to travel a little bit, just a little bit. We don't need to go to 50 countries, but probably like 5 or 6 we'd like to see. Probably like 5 or 6 countries we'd like to see. And yeah, Daishi Yoshimoto is still listed as the summer league coach and the development coach. So if that's the case, Oh, nice move, Clegg. I'm 64 also. Yeah, nice move, man. I'm 64 years old too, man. 64 years old, and I still do 3 sets of party push-ups every night, and we still busting it out, man. That's right. That's right. We joined the club, man. 64 is the new 44, bro. Good job, Mr. Willard. Good job. Good job. Oh, you're going to Thailand, man. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know at least, but I'm looking for Mitch to be controlled. 25 minutes a game would be perfect. I'd love that. I don't want to see him getting more than 30, though, because then you're going to get hurt. Oh, you've been a lot of traveling, Mr. Clay? Okay, got you, man. Got you, sir. Good job. All right. But Thailand, my wife wants to go to visit. She don't want to live there because of how far it is from my kids and my grandkids, but she wants to visit. I do, too. I want to visit Thailand. I want to visit Malaysia. I want to visit Vietnam, Southeast Asia. I want to see all of them. Thailand, Malaysia, Vietnam. I want to see all of them. I want to check this out. I did hear that, Kevin Holly, about Brian Keefe. I did hear that. Yeah, I did hear that. He's an assistant somewhere right now, isn't he? Brian Keefe. He's an assistant on somebody's team right now. I heard Singapore is expensive for Sato, and that doesn't. I'm not going over there to be spending a whole lot of money now. I'm going over there to have vacation and still save money. So if I heard Singapore is several people have told me it's very expensive in Singapore. So I don't know about that one, but I will go to Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam. I want to go someplace where I can, spend like Social Security and still save money. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. That's what I mean, though, but I heard that too. Yep. I heard that too, Steve Baptiste. That's what I'm saying. Lots of brothers going to Thailand, man. I'm trying to, I don't know. We're not moving, but I definitely want to spend at least a month in each spot. At least a month. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So just spend a month or 2 in each spot, whatever the visa says I can stay, 60 days, 90 days, whatever, and then go to another spot. Well, Guilford, we do. I agree. Guilford says we have enough defense to hold us afloat. I agree, but it still has to be organized. You still got to have some schemes, right? I don't want to see a Mike D'Antoni where you just throw good defensive players out there and hope they know what to do. You got to have a scheme, right? D'Antoni focused so much on offense. He thought by getting the PJ Tucker, by getting the Clint Capella, he could just throw them out there and they knew how to play defense. And for a little bit they did, but they never got over the top because they had no schemes. I like a guy that has some defensive schemes. I'd like Taylor Jenkins. That would be nice, man. We'll see. Well, Adam Johnson Jr. asks, is Mike Brown the type of coach that will play the younger guys? I'm going to say it like this. Mike Brown's going to play 10 guys. He's going to play the best 10 guys. If they're young, they're young. He has no bias against rookies. He used to. He used to now. When he first started coaching LeBron, he was bad. He had a bias against rookies his first 2 years, but he's gotten over that with time. So he will play his best 10 guys. Brown will still favor vets, but you see, he did start Keegan Murray. So, so he's going to play his best 10 guys. They're going to fight each other in practice, and he's going to come out with his best 10 guys. That's who's going to play. Okay, so it's not he wants to play younger guys to develop him. He's got to win a championship this year, so he ain't trying to worry about nobody's future. He's trying to win a chip. So whoever the best 10 players are, they're going to play. Okay, and we should be happy about that. Whoever is the best 10 players are going to play. Yeah, we'll see. Me too, November, but we got to see. I'm waiting. I'm going to withhold judgment until we see who the assistant coach is going to be. I don't think it's going to be the assistant coach. The head one is not going to be Brunson. It's not going to be Rick Brunson. He'll be on the staff, but I don't think he'll be. You're going to get a guy behind Brown. Now, Brown probably got a guy. We got to see who he picks. Who was his assistant coach in Sacramento? Anybody know? Let me just go back. Let me go back in time. Who was his assistant coach in Sacramento? Let me see. Let me see. I want to see who his assistant was. The last assistant this cat had in Sacramento. Let me see here. Assistant coaches. He had. Oh, I never heard. Oh, you know, Jordy Fernandez was an assistant coach for him. Oh, he's had some good ones. Jay Chiano is another good assistant coach. He was a good assistant coach. Leandro Bomboza, another good assistant coach. And, of course, Doug Christie, who's now their head coach. So he had Jordy Fernandez, Jay Triano, Leandro Bomboza. He had some pretty good assistant coaches, man. That was his first year in Sacramento when they won 50-something games. Let me see what he did in 23-24. Let me see what he got there. What he had. Did he have the same crew? They won. Yep, same crew. So he had Jordy Fernandez, who's now a head coach, Jay Triano, Doug Christie, Leandro Barbosa. They were pretty good. I mean, I'd like Taylor Jenkins better. I'd like Mike Woodson better, but those are pretty good. I mean, you're not doing bad there. So, yeah, so we'll see. I like the Nori guy did good filling in for Finch, so we'll see about that too. We'll see. It'll get worked out, y'all. We just got to see. The Knicks are very smart. One thing, our team, our front office ain't stupid. Believe me, they know what they're doing. So let's see what happens. You know, we'll see. What do you mean speed home attack? I didn't hear anything about Patrick Ewing today. What do you mean washed his hands? What does that mean? What do you mean because they didn't give him? I don't understand that. What are you saying? I don't understand. And who did you hear this from? So Trent stays in Milwaukee for $7.5 million over 2 years. Yeah, I don't know. He started saying something about Ewing. I don't know. Probably sound like something some knucklehead wrote somewhere. I don't know. Yeah. So washed his hands. I washed my hands today too. Hopefully you washed yours today too. Hopefully all of us washed our hands. You get rid of germs that way. I hope we all washed our hands today. You know, it's good to wash your hands. Keeps everything clean, right? I wash my hands before I touch my wife. I want to put no hair. You know, I would love Johnny Bryant to come back, but we'll see. Yeah, ATL is gonna be rough. I like Quinn Snyder down there with that team for real. You're right, Jam Sessions. That is a true rumor. Jordan Clarkson's going to be a Knick this week. Yep. Yeah, I don't know what that means, Mark. I'm not fishing, man. I ain't got my fishing pole today. I already ate. I had me a double burger today, homemade, with some tomatoes on it, and I don't need no fish, so I ain't fishing today. I ain't fishing. But anyway, I got some things to do before I go to bed. It's always real with you New York Knicks fans, y'all real deal fans. You know, so anyway, oh man, that's too bad. I thought we was gonna make it through with only one third rail guy. And somebody jumped in here trying to talk riddles and we threw his riddling ass out. Yeah, I know. Some people, I don't know why people insist. I think they want the attention. But okay. You got it. You got it. You got it. Yeah, too late, Mark. He did it real fast. So Jordan Clarkson's going to be a Knick. The Knicks going to hire Mike Brown. So now y'all should get a picture of where we're going. We just wanted to see what we're getting for the assistant coach or defensive guy would be nice. Let's see. But I'm excited about our team. Next week is Summer League. I am excited to watch that. We're going to have, man. J-Stop, I wouldn't be shocked. Because if Al Horford decided to come to New York for the vet men, they get him. So I wouldn't be shocked at that. I don't think I'd be shocked at that. And I think he'd be a big addition playing with Mike Brown. So we'll see. We'll see. I wouldn't be shocked. Thank you, Kevin Holly. Please be safe out there, y'all. We will talk again soon. Shalom.